What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Naomi Luxe TV, where we talk all things reality TV and pop culture. Today we are talking Survivor Season 50. I am so excited to talk about this. This season is looking like it's going to be one of the best seasons in the new generation, and I've been waiting for Survivor to come back. Where are we going to start? Let's start, I guess, by the tribes, right? So we have Vatu, Cirie, and Colby. The most interesting tribe, I would say, is Cirie. Because, no, let me run that back. Colby, right? It has D, Miami native, and I'm from Miami, so I'm automatically rooting for her. However, she just won. Then we have Camilla, Guyanese. You feel me? Then we got Tiffany. Listen, I am rooting for this new gen strong women to come together on Colby and get her done. I want that to be an alliance, and then they can add Charlie to that alliance. Now, Cirie. Also very interesting. We have Cirie and Ozzy. Then we have Savannah, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of Savannah, but I can't deny that she is an amazing player. She's great at these challenges. Then on Vatu, the dynamic that I'm seeing that I was most interested in would be Genevieve and Aubry. Because I watched Aubry season, I remember years ago. And Genevieve reminded me of Aubry. And I feel like this rivalry that they can have, I'm very excited to see that. Then, back to Cirie and Colby, we have Ozzy and Colt. That beef dynamic, I still don't really understand what happened because I didn't watch either of theirs original season. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what Ozzy did. But what I understood from this episode is that Ozzy basically had a killer speech that cost Coach the win. But the way I view it is, if Ozzy alone can cost you the win, then I don't think you was really gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Only one person swayed the whole jury and decided not to vote for you. Clearly you weren't that strong of a candidate. Anyways, so let's get into what happened this episode, right? The fans voted that you have to fight for your survival. You have to fight for rice, fight for supplies. I forgot who won. Who won? Was it Colby? I wouldn't be surprised if Colby won. Damn. You see, I'm over here doing a review and I don't even remember who won. Anyways, one team won, but either way, all three teams had to pick somebody to go fight for the rest of the supplies. Damn, I forgot how it went. Oh my gosh, it was a 2-hour episode and there was so much that happened. Straight to the point, right? The three men who went in and fought. You got Coach, Ozzy, and Q. We are not going to talk about Q. Q was just doing a whole bunch of nothing. Was he really fighting for real? Come on. Ozzy was breaking his back just for Coach to steal that key. Coach was so cold. And down like they said it went down. That was a great payback. Let Coach steal it this time. I'm not gonna be mad. He got all in his feelings when he found out the other teams was looking at him differently because they felt like, oh, he's playing a dirty game when he's usually supposed to be a man of honor. Man, play your little dirty game. Who cares? That was good payback for Ozzy if he did what he did. But I'm letting y'all know off rip, I am rooting for Ozzy. The way, I don't know, it was just the way he was like, oh, Cirie is my number one. I like the way he's supporting black women. Anyways, moving on. Then we get to the immunity challenge. Woo, Cirie. So what happened? All I know is that Cirie lost. I can't remember who won originally. Who won the first place? I do remember. Colby won first place. And that is a strong team. I'm telling you. The women alone. D, Camilla, Tiffany. Camilla is hella smart. D got the physical. I watched D on the challenge. Then you got Jonathan, big body ass. Then you got Coach. This is a very strong team. So they won the first place. Vatu got second. Oh my god, Kyle. And I'm so mad because I originally laughed when I saw, oh god. It was the way Kyle was gearing up to go up the thing. Oh shit, let's go. Then for him to immediately fall down and then he hurt himself. And Survivor is so messy. They'll deadass have you laughing and then some fuck shit will happen right afterwards. Just fucked up. Anyways, I'm sad about Kyle that he had to go home, but they still came in second place. And then you had Cirie, who cost Cirie the win. And I just feel like that was so unfair because they didn't give her no credit. I get it, right? Because if you lose, you're going straight to tribal council. I'm about to say elimination. Like I'm watching the challenge. I understand that you go straight to tribal council. Why would they put her in such a vital position? And then on top of that, they put her in such a physical position. I would have been more mad at her if she lost the puzzle. That's one thing. But for them to put her at an agility position and then expect her to secure the spot and the win. But I'm very proud of her because she still did it anyway. The only thing was that the other two teams, I feel like all the teams are stacked physically. You have some really strong players on each team. They set it up well. I love the way they did everything. You have enough brains on each team, enough physical power. Each team got their little older person or whatever. So I like that dynamic. But it's like, for example, why didn't they put Joe? Ozzy should have done that position in general. But whatever, they put her. She did what she had to do. But they still lost because they got up that damn wall quick. So if they would have been a little bit faster at that point, they would have won. Or I don't think they would have went to the elimination because Vatu was doing that damn puzzle hella slow. Anyways, one thing before I move on to the whole tribal council and all that stuff. Rizzo and Colby. So Colby was already talking shit about Rizzo. And I want to know how y'all feel about that. Then just for him to turn around and try to be some fucking father figure. You was just calling the kid annoying. Now all of a sudden, you trying to be a father figure. Man, watch out. Anyways, I found that interesting. Now let's move on to the tribal council and the whole deliberation before tribal council. I want to talk about that whole thing. It was between Cirie, obviously because of the challenge. And they don't want to keep losing. And the whole physical, I get it, right? She's not the best at challenges, but she be getting it done. Then we got Ozzy. Ozzy and Cirie are a duo. And when Ozzy was hella pushing, oh no, we gotta get Jenna out. They was like, hold up, why are you pushing so hard to keep Cirie? This is a dangerous duo, and I don't know if we want to keep these two together. So now, and then Ozzy, he's hella strong, and he's a competition beast and all that stuff. So he was on the chopping block. Then we got Jenna. And Jenna played in the first season of Survivor. And she came in playing hard. She was already throwing Cirie's name out and all that stuff. So in my mind, when I was watching the show, right, and they were going after Ozzy or mentioning Ozzy's name, I'm just like, I would rather Ozzy go home before Cirie. But at the same time, I genuinely did not want them both to go home. I literally felt like it was going to be between Cirie or Ozzy going home. I did not think they were going to boot Jenna out. Because even the way they were talking about it when they were like, we can control her politics and stuff like that. We can control Jenna's craziness. But Cirie and Ozzy are a force to be reckoned with. And this brings me to my next point and why I really love this season. I'm so excited to review every single episode on this YouTube. I'm talking like the season being called in the hands of the fans. And I'm going to say one more caveat before I get, or I don't even know if caveat's the right word. But I'm going to say one more thing before I get to this main point that I want to make. I am a big fan of the challenge. And the reason why, I feel like Survivor and the Challenge are both great shows, right? Both great competition shows that been on for over 25 years and been going on. Survivor is strong in the daily challenge aspect, the immunity challenges and the reward challenges. I love the consistency, how they bring back certain things and da-da-da, right? The challenge, where they lack is, where Survivor lacks, the challenge has an up on them. Because they bring back repeat players and they bring back fan favorites. Survivor doesn't do that as much and they're not known for doing that. They do this once in a while, I'm assuming. So now when you make a season in the hands of the fans, you're handpicking the best players who really love the show, and by watching it and by seeing who they pick to vote off, you can tell these people are fans of the show and they watch it just like us, if you get what I'm saying. They knew Cirie and Ozzy is good for TV. This is the way I'm viewing it. All these people, they know Cirie and Ozzy is a great duo, and this choice was not out of selfishness. That's the best way I can say it. This choice was thinking of us as the fan. You can tell they are a I don't even know how to describe it, but I hope y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. Jenna from season 1, her going home. I don't mean to be that guy, but and then you take Cirie out first elimination, or you take Ozzy out, I'm flipping the table. I want to see their gameplay. I want to see how this duo progresses throughout the game. And that's why I am so happy with the decision they made tonight. So now, prediction. As I said, I low-key feel like, and the reason why I'm saying this is I'm going based off everyone who's here. I'm looking at everybody's faces right now. If you don't see me looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking at their faces, literally. If they don't take Cirie out, I think she's taking it to the end and she's winning. Because out of everyone, I think she is the least physical threat. And she always plays that game where it's like, okay, I'm not a physical threat and I'm not really making big moves and I'm on the side. And she plays such a great game, and that's why she always makes it so far. I don't know. It's just the physical aspect. If they don't get Cirie out the game, she gonna win. I don't know. I'm just looking at everyone else's faces and they look like so much of a threat that I feel like they're gonna take each other out. Another honorable mention is Mike. And also Mike is so messy. Mike was hella messy for saying that shit to coach in front of the whole group, because he could have said that somewhere else. He didn't have to say that in front of the group. Who else? As I said, I'm cool with anybody on here winning. I'm not mad at anybody here. Savannah, however I want to talk about. This is Survivor 50, episode 1, recap, review, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, do all the things. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.